Hey Freedom Forgers, it's Patriot Gal here. Hey, today we're going to solve a problem. You see this right down here? Yep, right down here. This is a problem. This is the path in my garden and it's got a lot of weeds in it. Let me just walk down here and show you a little bit more. Yep, we've got weeds there. We've got weeds in between each of the boxes. And so what are we going to do? We are going to make a rabbit tractor today, and we're going to do it with things that are just laying around the house. So let's get to it. Okay guys, this is what they call grid. This is used in retail. They put this stuff up and hang hooks on it, and then they hang the merchandise on it. So it's merchandising grid. We were fortunate enough to get a bunch of this, and I've used this before to make some improvised rabbit tractors. But we're going to make something that's still movable, still a little bit improvised, but solves one important problem. You can see here that the squares are about that big, and so you have to wait till the rabbits are big enough that they won't fit through that square. And so I'd like to get them out in my rabbit tractors a little sooner when they're a little younger, but I haven't been able to do that because of this problem. So we're going to use some of this retail grid, and we're going to also use some of this welded wire right here. So I'm just going to put the welded wire inside of the grid wire and zip tie it on, and I'll get some panels made, and then I'll be back to show you how I did it. Okay guys, so what I've done here is these woven wire panels were they were 10 feet long, and I needed them to be 8 feet long because that matches the length of the grid sections that I have. So I simply took some bolt cutters and cut 2 feet off of the end of the wire there, and this is the bolt cutters that I use. These are just a small pair of bolt cutters. This is an indispensable item on the homestead. I use these all the time. So I would put a link in the show notes to where you can get a good quality set of small bolt cutters if you don't already have one. But anyway, so I've got these cut into 8-foot sections, and you can see that I've got the remaining 2-foot sections right here leaning up against the fence. Hopefully you can see those. Yeah. So now what we're going to do is pull out the 8-foot panels and zip tie the sections together, and when I get to that point I'll stop there and show you that. Okay guys, you can see that I've got the rabbit wire, all the welded wire, all zip tied on the grid panels, and so I've got 2 8-foot pieces, and then I've got 2 4-foot ends right here. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I put these together, and I use that using these little, they're called cable cuffs. Let me undo one and show it to you. Hang on. They're just a little ratcheting clamp, and they're meant to kind of wrap around cords and different things that you're trying to tame. I think they're about $1 at Home Depot, and you'll see that they just ratchet like a little handcuff, and you can, you know, put things together with them. And just to release them, you just pull back on this and put pressure on it, and it just comes apart. And so what I do, let's see if I can do this one-handed. I'll just show you. Just realize that I would do it over there on the corner and not right here. So you can see that these 2 pieces come together right here. You can just run the little cable cuff. Yeah, I'm doing a horrible job. Sorry guys. Let me just get it done up here. Alright guys, you can see that I've got the cable clamps. They're called cable cuffs, I'm sorry. I've got them so that they hook together all of the corners. I've got them on the top and the bottom. And the reason I was having so much trouble with that one, I was showing you an orange one that I got somewhere, but these are the black and orange ones that I get from Home Depot. And They are slightly bigger than that orange one that I was showing you and a little easier to use. So those are the ones I'd recommend that you buy if you want to do something like this. So now all what's left is to just put some rabbits in here. We've got to get a top on it, and I'll show you how I do that. And I've also got to provide them a little bit of shade. So we're going to do that right now. Now keep in mind, this is not the ideal rabbit tractor that you can move around. I do move this around. I move it about every day, but I do it by taking apart the panels with the, taking apart the little cable clefs, moving it to a new section and reassembling it. Not the most ideal solution. And what I eventually want to do is take some 2x2s, make some frames, nail this wire to it, and get away from using the grid altogether. And I've been wanting to do that, but right now I just need these eaten down and I don't have time to make the frames. So this is like an improvised version. You could do the same thing with cattle panels or anything else that you might have laying around. Just use what you have, use your imagination. So we're gonna get this all assembled, we'll get some rabbits in it, and we'll be back. Okay guys, we're back, and we've got the improvised rabbit tractor finished. And you can just see what I've done here. You see we've got some rabbits in there happily munching away. Just show you what I did here. Again, I just used materials that I had on hand. Threw a couple of 2x4s over top of the frame of the cage, one there, one there. Took a couple of more of these panels and just put them on top. Laid some gunny sacks. If I just show you, this way is west, this way is south. So this time of year the sun is pretty much arching this way, and where it really gets hot is on this west side. So you can see over here I've got the burlap hanging over the west side, and that provides the shade that they need. I love the burlap because it is breathable. The breeze can blow through there, but it's not too great if it rains. So if it rains, I'll just gather them up and put them back in their pen. But for right now, there's no rain on the horizon, so we'll just leave them in there. What you can do also is you can tarp. I've used tarps before for the shade. I prefer the tarps that I get at Walmart. I believe they're called Ozark Mountain. And they are silver on one side and brown on the other. You can put the silver side out. That helps reflect some of the heat and keeps them nice and cool. You'll notice I don't have anything on the east side, and of course the sun comes up in the east, but in the morning it's nice and cool, so that eastern sun does not bother them whatsoever. They can hide under here when it starts getting hot during noonday. There'll be some shade over in this area here, and so they'll be fine. And so anyway, you can see that I've got a water bottle just tied on there with a piece of baling twine, and I do put their feed pellets in there so that they get their full nutrition. And you'll see though, we'll try to keep track of this group, and we'll see when we do butchering time, you'll see that these rabbits that eat the weeds in the grass are a lot leaner than the rabbits that you raise in the cage. We'll also do a taste test as far as the tenderness of the meat, so you can compare that as well. But let me just get down here, and you can see they're just happy to be here, just munching away on all the greenness that is these weeds. So I love this solution. It makes for a happy, healthy rabbit, grass-fed, full of all the minerals that those plants have to offer, and thereby providing us great quality meat that's healthy for us. It also takes care of a problem that I have, keeping the pathways clean. The problem has again become the solution. So there you go, guys. That's how I threw a rabbit tractor together today. When I build my permanent ones, I'll get back with you and show you guys that process, show you what we come up with. Anyway, do what you can today to forge your freedom, and don't forget to subscribe and share this video with some that you might like. Thanks for watching, guys. And might I just say that we just went over 600 subscribers, and I want to thank all you guys who have shared and recommended our videos and subscribed. Every single one of you means a lot to us, and we appreciate you and your time. So have a super day, and again, remember to go out today and do something to forge your freedom. Bye now.
Hey guys, don't leave just yet. I've got a couple other videos for you to watch, and when you get done watching them, don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the Gold Eagle badge right there on the screen. If you want to connect with the Forging Freedom Tribe, which is our Facebook group, there's a link in the show notes, so come on over and hang out with us. Thanks for watching our channel, and remember to go out today and do something to forge your freedom. See you soon.